Hey guys, Season 7 is about a week away and I wanted to do my best to cover everything we know about it in this video. Everything from stuff that is confirmed to additions we have probable reason to believe are coming but don't know for sure. Historically, new Fortnite seasons start the day after the current one ends, or when week 10 ends, which means at any time you can go into your challenges and check exactly how much time is left on the current battle pass to see when Season 7 will begin. If they run into any problems at the launch of the new season, they might delay it a day or two, and that time is usually reflected in the current battle pass. But without anything further, let's get right into it. Oh, first, a lot of you seemed hype about a skin giveaway using the new gifting feature in Fortnite. If you haven't seen our last video on it, you can go check it out. So I just wanted to give a heads up that in our next video, we will be doing a giveaway for a random cosmetic from the item shop. Make sure you are subscribed, as that is step one, and you want to be notified anyway when the next video is up to enter the giveaway. All right, now let's get into it. Starting off with number one, which is snow. Now this is kind of a given, but you never really know with Epic until it happens. By now though, we have more than enough evidence to confirm snow is in fact coming to Fortnite, and probably a lot of it. It started off with the distant fog slowly moving towards the island, which seems to resemble some sort of snow or ice storm. And then what really tipped us off was the addition of a snow footstep sound file added to the game. It was confirmed that it is different from any snow files from Viking Village, and so we know there's definitely going to be enough new snow that we're running around on it. By the way, any of the videos you've seen floating around are images of a snow-covered map. That could be what it looks like, but just know that is replacing the current grass texture with a white snow texture, so it's not official or anything. That just kind of gives you an idea of what it could look like if this is the technique they use. Two other things I forgot to add that further support a major snow or ice area coming is that the feet on the A.I.M skin appear to be frozen in ice. And if you are aware, A.I.M arrived at Flush Factory, where his parachute can be seen on this chimney, which all happens to be on the side of the map closest to the storm, suggesting that he might have come from or through the ice to get here. More on that in the second point though. The other confirmation we have of a cold map is that players now have a frosty breath in game. That's right, as of this moment, if you look closely in game, you'll notice other characters have a little frosty breath effect that wasn't there before. I thought that effect might be limited to a certain area of the map, but I guess not, which leads me to the next point. Now these first three are all closely related, but number two is the next major event. Obviously, you've seen by now the storm cloud or fog off in the distance south of the island, and it is slowly moving towards the island. This is likely the event leading into Season 7, or will be the ongoing event of Season 7, just like we had the cube moving around the map that led us into Season 6. Now, some icebergs were also discovered in the game files, and they're now actually visible in-game as well underneath the storm cloud. Personally, I was hoping this would be a storm or weather system that moves around the map, sort of like the floating island, making different parts of the map foggy and snow covered at different times of the season, but a fog surround file was discovered that suggests the whole island will be surrounded by this winter storm. The event is likely something different than just a storm moving around the map, which is what leads me into the third thing coming to Fortnite. Number three, a giant castle on a rock. Visible now in game and hidden deep inside the storm cloud is a silhouette of a giant rock island with a castle on top. To further confirm this, these images were taken from the game files showing a castle and a rock or island that it is sitting on. What this probably means is we are getting a completely new expansion to the current map. These icebergs and Castle Rock are likely going to slam in the bottom or southwest side of the map, creating an entirely new area with new points of interest and a snowy, rocky, icy biome. I mean, this would make a ton of sense. If you could see a traffic heat map overlay, you would probably see this area of the map between Flush Factory and Lucky Landing hardly gets used. It makes sense that they would want to revamp it. A lot of us thought the floating islands were going to end up down there in the gap over the water, but it looks like Epic has something else in store. Regardless, I'm excited to see what it looks like in Season 7. Moving on to number 4, we see a file discovered that suggests auroras might be coming to the sky in Season 7. If you've ever seen the Northern Lights, you know exactly what I'm talking about, but this could likely be a new ambient sky effect that shows up during the night cycle of a holiday Fortnite round. This would be an awesome addition to the game. I loved some of the new ambient weather effects we saw during Fortnite mirrors, like the fog and moon, so anything new like that has me excited to play. Okay, next up, number 5 on the list, and I can hardly believe this one, but we have a moth pickaxe or lamp coming to Fortnite. It's incredible how in tune with memes Epic is. From the thank the bus driver to one you probably haven't seen yet, but this Pikachu hand towel is in the bathroom right now at Flush Factory. I think it's awesome they do stuff like this. Now honestly, cosmetics aren't added very far in advance of their release, so it's very possible we will see this lamp pickaxe in the item shop before Season 7. And if it comes without a set, we might see the complete set later on in Season 7. Number 6, and we're starting to get into the probable but not confirmed additions, but it is likely we will see more of the Tender Defender showing up in the map or story of Fortnite. Quick history for those that don't know, an 8-year-old was the one that first came up with this skin concept and drew it up. His father then posted it to Reddit, where from there users further refined the drawing, and fast forward a while later, and Epic actually added the kid's exact idea to the game. Once again, just another awesome story that goes to show how in tune with the culture Epic is. Now leading up to the release of the skin, there were feathers found around the map and a little sleeping bag covered in feathers and fried chicken in the watchtower near Lonely Lodge. Most item shop cosmetics do not get this much special attention in-game, so it is likely that the Tender Defender will become a part of the food fight story in Season 7. Especially with Der Burger officially shutting down in Greasy, maybe this will be the restaurant to take its place. We'll just have to wait and see. Alright, number 7 is the Onesie skin. Everyone was outraged when this was leaked from the in-game files, but then Epic later removed it without releasing it to the item shop. Well, as you can see in the week 10 loading screen for Season 6, the Onesie skin is back down front dancing in the image, suggesting that it has not been permanently removed, but rather will be coming to the game at some point. I mean, maybe it is still coming in Season 6, but we have all the list of remaining Season 6 cosmetics, and it is not one of them. So Epic most likely assumed the skin is a better fit for the winter season and held it back. Keep your eye out on the shop next season to see if it makes an appearance. On to number 8. If you're familiar with the history of Fortnite, the giant live events have usually taken place mid-season. So based off that record, there's a strong possibility, aside from just the big changes at the beginning of Season 7, we will see some kind of big event later in Season 7. And we have a suspicion of when that might be. You may have heard by now, but Ninja is going to be live streaming Fortnite all night long New Year's Eve on the Jumbotron in Times Square. And no, that is not a troll. Epic is worth billions and is bringing in well over $125 million a month in cosmetic sales alone, and recently growing to 200 million new users. They have the money and power to pull off something like this. Anyway, with all that attention being put on the game for New Year's, many are guessing that is when the next big live event will take place, at midnight Eastern time, which would be the time zone Ninja is streaming in. Now again, this is just a good guess. Maybe it won't be a big game-changing event, but they'll still do like an in-game fireworks show or something cool like that. That'd be pretty sweet. So mark your calendars and keep an eye out for something leading up to an event New Year's Eve. Number 9 is of course the Christmas skins and decorations. Nothing has been found suggesting this apart from the winter weather and whatnot, but we saw lots of Christmas lights scattered throughout the map last holiday season, and they've only stepped up their map decorating game for holidays since then. So I'm sure bushes and houses will be covered in lights this year. On top of that, you can definitely expect a wide selection of new Christmas skins, as well as some OG holiday skins returning, just like we saw for Halloween. And to make it clear, the skins I've been showing on screen have all been concepts for this year, but we won't know until closer, as Epic doesn't add skins very far in advance. Alright, the last one, number 10. This is just a really cool idea I saw on Reddit, nothing to confirm it, but users are expecting to see Flush Factory turned into Santa's workshop. Not only has Flush remained unchanged and barely used for so long now, but the winter storm is approaching on that side of the map, so it would only make sense for them to make this change. They could go a lot of different fun directions with it, like Frozen Factory, Frosty Factory, or Freezy Factory, or maybe Winter Workshop. Who knows? Again, this is just one of those things people think is a good idea. but there is nothing to confirm it will happen for sure. That's everything I had for this video. I have another season 7 video in the works though, so stay tuned for that one. Remember, we are going to be doing an item shop giveaway on the next video, so hit like if you're waiting for that, subscribe so you don't miss it, and leave a comment letting me know what you're most excited for in season 7. Is there anything you think is coming that I missed in this video? Would love to chat about it down in the comments, but until the next video, I'll see you guys later.